want to do kind of an update, but more or less a response to these trolls. I don't know if the EPA is just employing a bunch of officials to troll people online, but I had heard that William DeLong had got shot and he went into intensive care, and that they had shot one bullet apiece. You had Raven Fairchild, and then William DeLong had shot one shot apiece, and that Raven Fairchild was shot and killed, and then William DeLong was in the hospital. But the report that I heard of the obituary said he was from Reno. Well, from Reno, so I don't know. I'm just going to say what the report is. And the report, it wasn't even from an article. It was like from some sort of chat, some kind of Reddit chat. And so the report was this, that William DeLong pulls up onto his ranch and he finds Raven Fairchild was rifling through one of his vehicles that was parked at the place. And so if that's the case, then you have a person not just trespassing, but he also is robbing, right? He's also stealing. He's rifling through his stuff. So he's there to take things. He's looking through the person's stuff. You know, it wasn't just like an emergency measure. It wasn't like, hey, you know, there was a big flash flood and you had some puppies and you called the damn, and they were, so it wasn't like, it wasn't Jehovah's Witness. I had floated a cocaine deal. The only reason I had questioned it was because the article didn't say any of the circumstances whatsoever. It said nothing. It just said one guy shot other guy, and this guy we know, and this guy we don't know, so, you know, who gives a shit? So I was just asking questions. For instance, how do we know there was only one shot apiece? Unless you see some bullet holes on some structures or on the vehicles, they could have emptied that clip out and the bullet could just be, you know, scattered all over the place. Did you see if there were shell casings on the ground? Because just thinking that a person is just going to shoot one shot. So if you're the robber and you're robbing, you know, this other guy's vehicle, and they said that maybe it was even the guy's gun. So he's robbing the guy. He finds the gun in the car, which that's interesting. You left your ranch and you left a loaded gun in the car, and he took the gun and just fired one time. You better back up, bang. Well, why doesn't he empty the clip? And then I heard that the person who defended himself, so I heard that it was Raven Fairchild was in the car rifling through it, and then William DeLong either had the gun on him or he went and got a gun. So it's like, there's just so many, we don't know what happened, you know. But he goes and gets the gun, and he's defending himself, and he just pop, and then that's it. Because that's a pretty harrowing situation. Looking from either one of the guy's perspectives, it doesn't seem like just shooting one time would be in the best interest of the robber or the homeowner who came across a thieving-ass piece of shit that was going through his car. So why wouldn't you empty the clip out, shoot 1, 2, 3 shots? There is some big incident, UPS driver. There is some sort of big robbery, I don't know, Georgia or Florida or something, but they shot 231 shots, the cops did. So when you're in a situation to think that one person could just shoot the other person, if all we have is just the testimony of one person, well, you know, don't take it with a grain of salt. Give that person the benefit of the doubt, but also look at the evidence. Were there shell casings around? How many bullet, you know, how many chambers were empty in the gun? Did you get both of the guns? How many, were there empty chambers? Were there any bullets left in the chambers? Because if it's a, you know, a revolver, a 6-shooter, and one shot was shot, and then that means there should be 5 bullets still in the chambers. Then that would tell me that there was only one bullet shot. To discern the truth is a very important skill to have, because you can't get objective justice unless you have objective truth. So I just want to update on the report. Just, it sounds like William DeLong had died. So RIP to William DeLong. It sounds like he's totally in the right, considering if that report is true, that he comes across this, you know, Raven Fairchild who was going through. Now, I also read that Raven Fairchild was like a college graduate. He also had some cybersecurity, you know, degree and some other things. But I got these trolls, and I don't think the EPA, is the EPA spending a bunch of money to have the public officials just trolling people on YouTube? How's that not fucking harassment? Like, get a fucking life, you know? So the EPA is taking 1 + 1 and coming up to fish. Well, 1 + 1 equals fish. No, 1 + 1 doesn't equal fish. So it's like these EPA trolls that's on my YouTube account. It's like they're presuming violence doesn't happen. Violence doesn't happen around Winnemucca or Lovelock or Battle Mountain. No violence, no shooting ever happens around Battle Mountain. Yeah, there's fucking shootings. That Aaron motherfucker, that Aaron piece of shit was just fucking firing a whole bunch of fucking shots. A whole bunch of fucking shots. And so, don't tell me, okay, so I just want to come across, let's just go through history, okay? So here we have a Winnemucca shooting that happened in 2022, August 21st. They said that a 16-year-old man had been shot by a 19-year-old man. But the 19-year-old man, they said, was attacked by the 16-year-old with a knife. So it sounds like it's self-defense, and the police say that everybody that was involved is cooperating with the ongoing investigation. So that happened in Winnemucca. Here you have Humboldt County man arrested on attempted murder charges after shooting two with a shotgun. Well, that just happened this year, May 3rd, 2024. Is it a local person? I mean, you're pretending like Winnemucca doesn't have violence. Winnemucca, and you're also what? Telling me, do you not know the history of Nevada? I mean, it's the Wild West, right? So, Winnemucca. Winnemucca is a city in northwest. You have, let's see, a population of 8,000 that's up there. So, you know, wherever there's anybody, you're going to have shootings. So a Humboldt County man, so April 30th, this also happened. So this happened 2024, right? So this happened this year. Let's see, deputies responded to the area of Button Point, Battle Mountain. Did you all kill a bunch of Native Americans and steal their land? And then fifth generation ranchers. I mean, was that the Homestead Act? So Abraham Lincoln created the state of Nevada, and then Abraham Lincoln passed out a whole bunch of tracts of land to a whole bunch of people. So was that the benefit of Abraham Lincoln, right? You had those people from Virginia City. It was like, you don't know where you're from. You don't know where you're at. I don't think you know where you're at. Nevada, the whole state of Nevada was created by Abraham Lincoln. That's why it's called the Battle-Born State. And the Battle Mountain had to do with the battle between Native Americans and I want to say the fucking colonizers. It's the Wild West. So the Humboldt County man, let's finish this. So they said a man had been shot. He'd been shot in the face and upper torso with a shotgun, and a woman who'd also been shot. They determined that Gary Crespin Jr. was the suspect, and the woman previously had a relationship with him. The man was flown, remains in critical condition, and the woman was treated and released at Humboldt General Hospital. Crespin Jr.'s bail was set at $520,000, so that's over $500,000. He's arrested on attempted murder charges after he shot two people with a shotgun. Huh, why is so much violence happening? Why do the people of Winnemucca keep on shooting the people of Winnemucca? Why do the people of Battle Mountain and Winnemucca and Lovelock keep on shooting? Here's some more. Now I'm going to get into more Lovelock shootings. Maybe I'll do that next time. But here's some more stuff. I just typed in Winnemucca shooting. Well, there's a shooting that's happening in Nevada. We're just going around just, you know, at the Fiesta shoot. That's September 21st to 2024. So they just fucking just go to these, you know, turkey shoots or whatever. Just for fun. Winnemucca Police Department arrest man for road rage shooting. So in Winnemucca, people are getting pissed off. Somebody cuts somebody off. Somebody's driving too slow and just starts shooting at each other. Jesus Christ. Why do Winnemucca people keep on shooting at Winnemucca people? Suspect fatally shot near Winnemucca after firing on, let's see, a suspect is dead and a K-9 was injured. So that's interesting, right? Washoe County deputies and Reno police said that they'll help with the investigation. Man was wanted for allegedly shooting and killing his wife. That's 2022. Humboldt County shooting park. They got parks just for shooting. Elko County hunting tragedy. A sad reminder. He was shot by his friend on a hunting trip. A Winnemucca man who had died last week was shot by his friend on a hunting trip. 3 dead in shooting at a Winnemucca bar. Now that happened in 2008, so that was, quite some time ago. But 3 men were fatally shot early on Sunday, and 2 other people were injured in a bar that was filled with about 300 people. Let's keep on going. So you got the Walmart, right? There's a hunting store at the Winnemucca Supercenter. Humboldt County News. Fatal shooting. Let's see here. Shooting. Winnemucca boy revived by first responders after being shot by his friend late Thursday night. That happened July 21st, 2023. Teen killed in apparent self-defense shooting, 2022. That might be some of the same stuff. So to pretend that shootings don't just happen, somebody was, Winnemucca shooting, suspect identified by witnesses. Multiple witnesses took the stand Thursday and identified one of the men in the suspect in the May shooting death of a 19-year-old Winnemucca man. So these shootings are happening all the time. Let's get into Lovelock. Here's a man arrested in a fatal shooting in Lovelock. This happens 2020, November 12th. This is an article by Audrey Owsley, November 12, 2020. A man's in jail charged with one count of open murder following a shooting in Lovelock. It was reported just before 11 p.m. on November 3rd, 2020. At 150 Main Street, they found a man dead from a gunshot wound to the chest. The City of Lovelock police identified him as 39-year-old Joshua McDonald. November 4th, 2020, just before 1 a.m., officers arrested the suspect in the shooting, 21-year-old Jose Figueroa. He's also charged with 1 count of illegally concealing a firearm. They didn't say what led up to the shooting. Well, that fucking matters now, doesn't it? It matters if it's justified or not justified. What are the circumstances to it? What happened in The Godfather? You had that guy that said he believed in America. He made his fortune in America. But the guy had raped his daughter. The guy had raped his daughter, and then he got away with it. He got a high-priced lawyer. He walks away, and he laughs. And so he reaches out to The Godfather. He reached out to the damn criminal element. We have a Bill of Rights. I want a free society. I want people that goes around petitioning, doing peacefully assemble, speaking, praying. I want us to use the freedoms that have been promised to us in our Bill of Rights. I don't want a criminal society. I want a civil society. And a civil society recognizes that the freedoms in our Constitution is the goddamn law. So you got to enforce the fucking law, you assholes. You got to enforce the law. Not just when somebody, outright physically injures somebody else, but also when somebody else's rights have been deprived. Oh, you're saying you can't speak? You're saying that you can't do a peaceful assemble? If somebody stops a peaceful assemble, a peaceful assembly, then that person should be arrested. They were peacefully assembled and they were stopped, so therefore their rights were deprived. That's the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. Suspect of Lovelock homicide arrested. This is 2022. This is the same one, pretty much, Joshua McDonald. So 39-year-old Joshua McDonald is going to get shot and killed by 21-year-old Jose Figueroa. Well, what happened there? Again, we're just saying that 1 count of open murder, 1 count of illegally concealing a firearm, and then they're doing investigation. So we're not even being told what, transpired. That's not good media. If you're going to tell me the story, well, tell me the damn story. Don't just tell me, well, the cops arrested this person and this person is dead, and that's the story. That's not the story. There is a woman involved. There's a prostitute. There's cocaine. There's, somebody got mad at somebody. Somebody stepped on somebody's toes. Something happened. A person is dead after stabbing a police dog and resisting arrest on Wednesday. The Pershing County Sheriff's Office reported that happened 2020. There's a male motorist, and they don't even say who the guy's name is. And then they write taser in all caps. The taser was unsuccessful. And then he's in a Winnebago, and he's driving away. And as he's driving away, they have the dog that gets stabbed with a knife. I don't know. But having exhausting all other options, and they're not even saying who the damn deputy is that they're quoting. What a terrible fucking article. What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? Oh, there's a guy, and he's in an RV. Well, you better go shoot him. Stories behind Northern Nevada's notorious crimes and disasters. Here's an entire article. that just goes on and on with a whole bunch of shit. Let's just the Wild Bunch escapes with $32,000 in gold. That happened in 1900. 1906, that prominent county sheriff is killed in a brothel. Let's see, what's another one? 1907, mining barons railroad the Wobbly murder conviction. What? The Wobbly murder conviction. So they shot some socialist who was organized in the laborers, because we only care about the gold mine owners, but we don't care about the gold mine workers. You should care about both, should you not? 1911, Posse massacres the last roaming band of Indians. Wow, fucking awesome. So you got Battle Mountain, you're killing Native Americans there. Now you're killing the last roaming band of Native Americans, and you called them Indians in 1911. That just happened, about 100 years ago. Bloody palm print leads to major murder conviction, 1916. 1927, state officials lose embezzled funds on the market. 1934, star witness in Nevada's most famous missing man. Star witness as Nevada's most famous missing man. Bank cashier Roy Frisch left the home he shared with his mother to take in a movie at a downtown theater, and he never made it to the theater. And then they said that the two of Reno's biggest crime bosses, fucking Reno, you got gangsters all over the place. So if you got shitty cops that's not enforcing the constitutional freedoms, read the preamble. You're supposed to ensure domestic tranquility, promote the general welfare, and protect our freedoms. That's the whole fucking point to the government. Are we not a nation of free men? Is this not a free country? So William Graham, James McKay, they controlled illegal gambling. So a witness, you didn't protect your fucking witness. He went to a theater and got fucking gunned down. Yeah, great job there, police. It turned out the gangsters won that fucking case, huh? And now you don't have a damn witness. 1939, sabotaged luxury train kills 24 in Nevada desert. So that's an unfortunate accident. It seems like 1947, teenage escapee murders 2 police officers in Reno. So he's a teenager. He looks older than a teenager. David Blackwell. That happens in 1947. 1949, Reno gambling icon survives a shotgun attack at his home. So let's come back to some of those here in a second. Lawsuit filed after a sheriff's deputy kills a man in rural Nevada. Well, shit, the cops are just killing people, right? 60-year-old man was killed. Well, he's in an RV too. Jackie Ray Harry, 60, died June 17th. Outside all. Appreciate your content. Now we got a paywall. I got to pay this fucking Las Vegas Review Journal to get probably a shitty account of what had happened. Well, they got some video here. So you got fucking dogs, and you got a bunch of fucking cops. Whole bunch of shit. And then one guy's got his gun already pointed at the guy. Did you even try to talk to so the guy called 911. He's stuck in the mud, calls 911, and these motherfuckers are acting a damn fool. And he's 60 years old. He's been on the planet for 6 decades. Why would a Person County Sheriff's deputy, after seeking help to jumpstart his RV, hey man, I just need, my battery has died. Can you help jumpstart this? Well, you're the cops, right? You're the good guys. Well, do you have what? Do you have cocaine in the trunk? Hey, you have expired tags. Where's your insurance? Okay, everything's on the up and up. Now what, motherfucker? The Person County Sheriff's Office says Martinez was found dead just outside of Lovelock. Martinez, investigators say his body was found in a ditch outside the city limits. That happened last year, November 29th, 2023. Again, by Kevin Sheridan. Are we going to get the story here? The incident is being investigated as a suspicious death. Isho Martinez was last seen with friends at the Sea Punch Casino on November 24. Sea Punch Casino? Where is the Sea Punch Casino at? His last known description of clothing is unknown. Martinez's family and friends say that it's unlike him to be unreachable for long periods of time. Anybody asked with information, okay, well, you found a dead fucking body. You know, there's a missing persons report. Then you found the dead body. Well, what the fuck happened, Kevin Sheridan? You know, what happened, Kevin Sheridan? Neisho Martinez just got fucking shot and killed by somebody, and they dumped his body in a ditch. Have you found the fucking killer? Because if you haven't found the killer, then that means you got a killer running around the fucking, in your all's town somewhere. And you got a killer, one of the fucking cops are a killer, right? So the cops are killing people, you got killers out in the civilian world, suspect arrested in Lovelock homicide. This happened, this is this year, February 16th, 2024. These last two guys, they got Spanish names, but they have, well, the last guy he looks Caucasian. This guy looks Caucasian too. So they arrested a suspect Wednesday in the death of a man in a South Lovelock home. They went to a home on Wednesday on Cornell Avenue near Meadow Lane on a report of people fighting. Lovelock police arrived, found a man who was unresponsive. He was dead. He had been beaten by Corey Garver, 37. Okay, I'm sure he's going to tell us Steve Timko is the author of this ColoTV.com article. The injured man later died. Lovelock police called in NSP to investigate. Authorities found Garver and booked him in the Pershing County Jail on charges of open murder and battery causing substantial bodily harm. Open murder means it could be first-degree murder, second-degree murder, or manslaughter. That's smart. That's a smart charge. Because you have some people that have first-degree murder charges with a big loophole, and then the manslaughter charge has no loophole at all. They didn't release the name of the deceased. Why wouldn't you tell us the name of the deceased? Well, we got to contact the next of kin. Motherfucker, if you find my dead body, fucking tell the whole world what the hell happened. Videotape the thing. Show the autopsy report. Videotape it. Show all the bullet holes, all the gruesome details. Find out who fucking did it and avenge my death, motherfuckers. God damn. People can be so fucking stupid sometimes. They treat others not how they want to be treated. So what happened here? Right, so Corey Garver this happened this year, February 16, 2024. So Corey Garver beat up somebody and caused substantial, he dies. They're not going to say who he died of. They were arguing, they were fighting. If there's two people, it takes two to tangle. So the other person wasn't just peacefully reading a book, eating an apple underneath a sunny tree. Something had happened, and the story hasn't been told. Lovelock Correctional Center. You got the fucking medium security goddamn prison in Lovelock. And O.J. Simpson, he was granted parole out of that Lovelock Correctional Facility. So you had O.J. Simpson was housed there? Well, hell, maybe O.J. Simpson's running around, you know. Lovelock Correctional Center is currently locked down after a fight with 11 inmates. Offenders were treated on site for superficial wounds and bruising. All inmates involved have been moved to secure housing. Oh, thank goodness. Because we here in America care if you got secure housing. Secure housing. Get the fuck out of here. Let's see here. What else is going on? A woman is in critical condition. This is another Lovelock story. This is 2016. Authorities said that the shooting was reported in a parking lot near Cornell Avenue and 14th Street just before 7 a.m. Wednesday, August 31st. The victim, who's not been identified, was taken to a local hospital before being transported to Renown with life-threatening injuries. Okay? Who's the suspect? Who fucking did it? You got, you know, ask that shooter on the fucking cop. Hey, cop, that you murdered somebody. Did you kill somebody again? Are you getting a taste for blood? Are you becoming a serial killer? And then ask the gangsters. Because the gangsters apparently killed somebody and dumped the body. You don't even know who the fuck did that. Authorities said that the circumstances that, and then y'all want to be pissed off at a bunch of rich kids in fucking Burning Man? You guys are shitty. Your own people are shitty. You got shitty people all over in the fucking your own neighborhoods to sit there and pretend that you haven't been the Wild West for goddamn, what, since your inception? Well, your 1 + 1 doesn't equal fish. 1 + 1 = 2. So get to the truth, the objective truth. We want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Once you get the truth, then you can get objective justice. Because sometimes homicides can be justified. Thou shalt not kill. That's the rule. Thou shalt not kill. Don't kill innocent people. If you're peacefully eating an apple, reading a book, you should not be killed. The suspect was found dead with an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound inside a home. Well, that's, you know, that's a convenient. 50-year-old Edward Ballman. So, did he kill himself, or did they just take the gun and then make him, you know, shoot himself? According to a school official, the lockdown included elementary, middle, and high school, and the learning center. Why is there